Good evening, friends. Today we will talk about Chinese tech companies ZTE and Huawei, or I should say first Huawei and then ZTE, and why these companies are being opposed world over. Why countries are getting uncomfortable because of Chinese Huawei and ZTE for 5G technology. And there are many reasons behind that. And the foremost reason is the Chinese intelligence law, which makes it national intelligence law of China. It makes it compulsory for any individual, any country, or anybody, wherever they may be operating throughout the world, that if the government of China want information from them pertaining to intelligence, then they have to do it. Otherwise, they will be jailed or their companies will be shut. So these companies, if they are dealing with infrastructures with by their hardwares like 5G, then they are getting lot of data and lot many things will be dependent upon them. Now just try to understand what is the concept of this 5G. We are all acquainted with 4G, and imagine your mobile phone or your computer, it is running with 100 times the speed of 4G. That is 5G. So 5G network, it is having 100 times more speed than our 4G network. And this will be used in many things. It will be used in driverless cars, suppose Ola or Uber, they will be using it. Then when it comes to telemedicine and telesurgery, there also they will come into action. Then in terms of aviation, definitely the controls will be there, like your traffic lights and trains, it may come into use in that in that sector as well. So it will affect lot many things. And supposedly China want to harm any country, then they can use this hardware for taking out information and even for misusing in times of conflict. So suppose you are in conflict with China and you are working on their network, on their hardware. Imagine what all things they can do, how much disruptive technology it can become in the hands of Chinese government. So many countries have actually blocked these two companies, ZTE and Huawei, and the list of countries goes from United States, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, Japan, because they are all worried about their national security and data privacy. But there are some countries which have allowed it also. Number one is China, because it is Chinese company anyway. Then Russia, Qatar, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. Whereas France, South Korea, Italy are fence sitter. They are in between. I call them, they are fence sitter, and they are yet to decide whether they will allow Huawei, ZTE or not. As far as India is concerned, I am optimistic that we are not going to allow, because we have stopped even using their 4G network. When BSNL was upgrading its network, the government didn't allow, because that was because of Chinese equipment. We don't want Chinese equipment. And right now the condition is that neither governments nor companies nor the citizens, they are interested in using Chinese hardwares. So I don't think that Huawei or ZTE is going to come in India. Yes, we have other parts, like we can go for Nokia, we can go for Ericsson. Definitely it will be 40% extra we have to pay for it, but it's fine. It's not as costly as our national security is, because once there is some problem with national security, all these things become peanuts. You have to spend much bigger amounts, and God knows what they will do by the data they will take from you. You never know where they will be utilizing it. So definitely if we are boycotting China, there will be collateral damage. But still, I think there will be collateral damage. Some kind of inflation is there. But it's my honest view that we can take that inflation with a pinch of salt, but we can't just go on depending on China when it comes to the national security, because national security is precious than anything. Anything means anything. So inflation and money, that doesn't mean anything. And we, frankly speaking, we have to cut off from China slowly. And the best example is set by Jindal Group. And what Jindal Group is saying, that they have a target that from $400 million import from China, they will cut it to zero within 2 years. So within 2 years, from $400 million to $0, they are going to go on that way. So not only them, but many other companies, many other corporates are going to follow the same. And I believe firmly that no country which is worried about China should give any kind of critical infrastructure work in the hands of Chinese. Now you can ask me, what is critical infrastructure? The critical infrastructure is railways. Definitely we have kicked out Chinese company from our railway works. Then you have highways, we have stopped highways as well. Then whole of this data business, online business, 5G, 4G, they are all critical infrastructure of a country. So we should never allow China to participate in any of our critical infrastructure. And as far as the data is concerned, I can bet you that it is the oil of 21st century. What oil did in previous century, that is, the same goes for data. Data is oil, data is gold in today's day and age. And with the national intelligence law of the People's Republic of China, how can we trust Chinese with our data? Because China can ask these companies, and they are bound to give them any kind of information they want about our citizens or anywhere they are operating. And as far as the Huawei is concerned, Huawei owner has direct links with PLA as well as Communist Party of China. So how can we believe him? We have seen how much China is struggling when on an American warrant, Canada has arrested his daughter. And now Chinese are going mad that they don't want her to be deported to United States, because he is not just a simple businessman. He is a person who is linked with PLA and Chinese Communist Party, and he is the owner of Huawei Group. So can we allow Huawei, or any sensible country, can it allow Huawei in its basic infrastructure of 5G which will be constructed? Yes, you may say that 5G may be delayed. Okay, let it be delayed in our country. We have not even fully used 4G till now. So if even it is delayed, we can't go for 5G on cost of our national security, because that is the foremost thing. And even if you have to go for 5G, we will go for Ericsson or Nokia or options like that, which are definitely 40% costlier, but their quality is also better. Chinese goods are cheaper, but cheaper in quality as well. So I think the global governments are going on banning Huawei and ZTE in their countries, apart from few countries like Russia, Saudi Arabia, South America. Let them deal with Chinese. But most of the countries, they are not going to accept or digest or swallow Huawei and ZTE. And same looks for India. Even India is not going to allow these companies. And we will talk about artificial intelligence in China some other day. We will discuss solely about this topic, because it will take something around half an hour. And Chinese digital Silk Road, what they are planning for the digital Silk Road, and how we should counter it, and how the world should make policy to counter the Chinese digital Silk Road. You must have all heard about Belt and Road Initiative, but more dangerous than BRI is the digital Silk Road which China is going on upon. And all these countries who are who are part of this Belt and Road Initiative are part of Digital Silk Road as well. So we will discuss someday upon that. That will be a talk of about half an hour to 1 hour, but we will dedicate a full time on that. Till then, take care of yourself. Good night.